Did you know that you probably focus too much on the Mount Carmels and neglect the time at the Brook Cherith? I've caught myself doing this, thinking that only the big moments matter, when in reality, God often does his most powerful work in the quiet, everyday moments. You need to realize that it's in the dailies that God works in our lives, not just in the mountaintop experiences. Let me paint a picture for you. The Israelites had turned away from God, and Elijah, a faithful prophet, announced a great famine that would last for 3 years. During part of that time, God led him to a remote, quiet place by the Brook Cherith. I can imagine how Elijah felt, confused, frustrated, and maybe even discouraged. Why wasn't anyone turning back to God, even after this obvious judgment? They probably felt lonely and unimportant. Here's Elijah, stuck in a valley, alone except for the daily provision of food brought by ravens. How humiliating. But instead of giving up, Elijah chose to trust God in the small, seemingly insignificant moments. That's when God did something incredible. When it was time to move on, Elijah obeyed God and approached the widow of Zarephath for her last meal. A seemingly impossible request. I honestly don't know if I could have obeyed that. But because Elijah had trusted God daily through the small and humble moments, he was prepared for the bigger moments. He was able to see God work a miracle of provision for both him and the widow. And eventually, Elijah saw the great victory in Mount Carmel. So here's my question for you. What are you doing in the low times of your life to maintain your relationship with God? Are you choosing to walk with him every day? Or are you neglecting the little things because you feel like they don't matter in the grand scheme of your life? Trust me, what do you do in the daily quiet moment is what equips you for the big moments. If you can't be faithful in the small things, how can God trust you with the big ones? Thank you for joining me on the Adventurous Faith channel. I have some exciting series of people walking in the adventure of faith that I will be sharing in the upcoming episodes. So please subscribe and share my channel right now so you and your friends don't miss any of them. And don't forget to keep stepping forward in God's adventure for your life.